You're only here because I had to bribe you to come up here. Treats always work. Hey guys, welcome back to the Adventures of Mandy and Major. I'm Mandy, this is Major here. And since Mother's Day just passed, I have noticed a lot of people having discussions about dog moms or just animal moms in general. And the moral of this video is to say, it's not that deep. So for those of you who don't know, there is a video going around, I forgot the exact title, it's something about like, you know, like dog moms or whatever, and it's these two girls rapping. Just about what it's like to be a dog mom and like taking care of your dog like every day, and it's just a funny little skit video. It's meant for ha 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 laughs, like, oh, that's cute. For those of you who haven't seen the video, I provided a link in the description so you guys know what I'm talking about. So if you have not seen that video, click on that before we start talking about it because you're going to be utterly confused the whole time. So, when that video was posted, there are actually a lot of people getting really butthurt about the whole idea of a dog mom. And there's a lot of conflict, and people are claiming that, you know, don't compare yourself to a mom. You know, if you don't have an actual human child, being a pet owner has nothing to do. There's no similarities between owning an actual kid. You guys can't consider yourself moms. You can't blah, 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 blah. The rest of it's just muttering after that point, what I heard. And it's so frustrating to see this because it's literally a funny video about taking care of your dog. Like, we're not, what? Like, why are you so mad about this? I don't understand why people are so salty. I consider myself a dog mom, but in no area of that video were they trying to compare it to taking care of an actual human child. And at no point were they saying or even hinting at the fact that it's like, oh, well, taking care of a dog is, you know, more work than taking care of a human child. It doesn't say that in the video. It's literally just a funny video of two people owning pets and they wanted to make a skit. So for the people saying don't compare it to whatever, we're not. Like, we're not comparing it to anything. A lot of people have different opinions on animals and pet ownership. I consider personally Major to be, you know, he's my son. I'm a dog mom, and a lot of other people, pet owners, feel the same way. And some people don't necessarily think that. They consider a dog or an animal, you know, as either a piece of property or maybe just an item that they have, or, you know, they're a pet and they're not really anything else. And you're entitled to your opinion. But for the other people who are extreme animal lovers and consider them to be more than that and care for them maybe a little bit more than that, why do you hate on people who consider taking better care of their animals or consider them to be close to their own kid? We're not saying Major is literally my human son and I take care of him like a human child and blah, 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 blah. That's not it. It's just, I don't even know how else to make it as simple for you as possible. Like, I'm a dog mom. Like, and I know there's some people already who are going to see the title of this video and they're having their fingers ready on like their computer or their phone, like, I am ready to be offended. I am ready to tell you how you are wrong. Just shh, 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 shh. Calm down. There are people too as well that are not capable of having children. And if they're not capable of having children, or maybe they're not capable of adopting, so they do get, you know, a dog or a cat or some sort of other animal as a pet, and that's the closest that they have to it. So they want to be able to take good care of them. They want to be able to provide for them, and they do consider them as their son. And you know, it's just my opinion, but I kind of find it extremely offensive, especially for those who are not able to have children, you know, for people to get this angry at something literally so simple. I mean, there's nothing to get upset about. I mean, we're not over here commenting on your baby pictures in Facebook from last year saying, oh, well, your kid does that. Well, Major doesn't do that. I'm just saying, so, you know, my dog is better than your child, so nobody's saying that. Like, nobody is making you feel less of a person or making you feel shitty because you have a child. I mean, nobody's doing that. So why do you feel the need to actually take this as such a serious thing and turn it into something that it isn't? Taking care of a human child is very different from taking care of a pet. It's a very different when it comes to responsibilities, amount of attention. It's very opposite spectrums. I understand that. And so do the majority of these dog owners understand that. And same with cat owners, all pet owners. We get that. It's very different, but it doesn't mean that taking care of Major or taking care of another animal isn't hard work either. Taking care of animals, although it may not be equivalent to taking care of a human child, it still requires a lot of responsibility. You have to care for them, you have to feed them, you have to give them water, you have to make sure that you have, you know, be financially stable enough to where if they get sick, you can take them to the vet, you can give them vaccinations. You are able to provide them with toys. You have to be home. You have to take them on walks. Make sure if you have certain dogs, especially, that are more meant for outside energetic dogs, you need to be able to make sure that they are getting the playtime and the exercise that they need. There's also some dogs and some other animals that are service animals that are required, and you need them to be able to take care of them if they have, you know, if the human has disabilities, and there's so many different things to require, you know, having a pet, and a lot of people actually end up giving away their pets, especially dogs, because they don't think it requires that much maintenance. They don't think it requires to really take care of them that much, and it actually does. So they end up giving them away because they're like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be a lot of work. So for you to say, or for somebody to say that taking care of an animal doesn't require a lot of work or doesn't whatever, that's not true. I'm not saying, you know, neither are all these people on this video saying that it's the exact equivalent of taking care of a child, a human child. It's not, but so what if we still call ourselves a dog mom? It is to the point now where literally people are getting so offensive just at that term. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, just let people enjoy things, you know? Like, it's literally just a funny dog rap video where they put on, like, goofy sunglasses and hats and they rap about taking care of their dogs. Like, it's not that serious, guys. Like, I hate to break it to you, but it's not that serious. We are not doing, it's just something, it's just a silly video. It's just, I know, again, everyone's like getting their little fingers ready to type to me, but it's not that serious. It's just a damn video. It's just a funny video. It's not like they're sitting here in the video rapping like, oh yeah, you know, human children, kids, that is nothing compared to what my chihuahua has to go through and what I have to do to take care of her every day. Like, Princess goes through more than that. Like, no. Like, what? We're over here just trying to, like, enjoy the fact that we have pets and, like, give them the biggest, you know, the most love we can at a maximum capacity because we love animals. And y'all are over here just freaking out. Like, if it bothers you that much, you can also do a thing where you just don't click on the video. Whoa. Oh no. At least from what I've seen and the comments that I've seen and the things going on around Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and stuff, I haven't personally seen certain, like, dog moms or anything, like, comparing their dogs or their pets to a human child, or, you know, degrading somebody or claiming that they work harder than their, you know, than they do with the child or whatever. I haven't seen that. And if there are people that are doing that, because I'm sure there are some people, that's wrong too. So I'm not saying, you know, that those people aren't in the wrong. I just personally haven't seen people saying those types of things. All I'm seeing is these comments of these people just saying, you know, on this video, like, don't compare this to actual children. Until you have a kid, like, you'll understand. And literally everyone else in the comments is like, what are you talking about? You know, regardless of, you know, what I say, there's gonna be some people in the comments who are still gonna say the same thing, or they're gonna have something negative to say, they're gonna be offended by this video in some way, and, you know, if that's the case, whatever, if you're offended, like, you're entitled to your own opinion, and blah, 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 but you missed the entire point of, like, what I'm saying. You probably didn't even watch the video, you just saw the title, and you were like, oh, well, it's time for me to go off. Don't hate on people because they say they're a dog mom or a cat mom or whatever. Like, in what way does that negatively affect your day? Like, does that do something to, like, make your day worse? Like, if we claim that we're a dog mom or a cat mom or a whatever animal mom, like, did that negatively affect your child in some way? Is your child like, oh, Mom, I can't drink that bottle now because, you know, somebody claimed they're a dog mom and now I'm offended, and it just it traumatized me emotionally, and I just don't know. like did it do something to significantly impact like your year? It's like, oh well, 2018's ruined now. Dog moms. There is a lot more going on in the world right now that you should be frustrated about, instead of commenting on a silly video that's just meant for jokes and laughs and enjoyment, and about, literally just about dogs. Like, there's so much more in the world. Like, go live your life. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be taking care of your kid instead of commenting just trash on other people's things? Like, let people have their fun, man. Like, just let them be happy. Let them live their life and go take care of Susan, who's probably sticking her fingers in the freaking, you know, plug because you're not paying attention because you're too busy on your computer to bitch about other people and claiming they're a mother. Like, let it go. Oh, it's literally, we're just here to have fun, man. We want to walk our dogs in peace. There's other people that literally dedicate their lives to taking care of like dogs and animals with disabilities that have like wheelchairs, and they have to go through, you know, physical therapy and rehabilitation, and they take care of, you know, there's people that foster animals and stuff, and from the very beginning of their stages to the end, there's a lot of other things that go on as well when it comes to professions within animals. So for somebody to get that upset, that's also a little bit, you know, insulting, because we do, you know, work hard, and there are people that dedicate their entire lives to taking care of these animals and these dogs and making sure that they're healthy and all of this, and you're just gonna sit here and, you know, just completely shit on all of their hard work because they're not technically a mother to like a child, like a human kid. Like, stop. That's basically all I have for this video. I just wanted to go on a rant. If you like this video, please let me know. And also, I do have my Twitter in the description below if you want to go ahead and subscribe. We will be uploading videos with Major and his silly shenanigans every Wednesday, so definitely feel free to check that out. And again, we hope you guys have a majorly great day.